Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. It is time to play Windleton. It is also not 3 a.m. because I have to stream tonight. I can't put this one off till 3 a.m. Here we go. What else can I say? Let's begin, shall we? Thankfully, last episode was gifted to me by the gods of this game. They said, here, have an easy one on us. Thank you for this blessing. I am ready now to work for this one, shall we? Or maybe we don't have to because, you know, red, green, green, red. Today we are playing against Double-Barreled Daedalus, Shadow Arcus, which is Cursefell, Sap Seraph, and we got Restoration, Detonation, Molting, and Papyr Grow. A good start. There's a few things we're going to be looking for here out the gate. Ooh, buddy. Oh. I think I'm going to take the Thorn Fruit over the Jackstrips here. Jackstrips falls off, Thorn Fruit stays good. If we end up with an Incant Relic or just with a Sting-based plan, perhaps, Thorn Fruit is better. Not the Incant Relic, sorry, the Incant Champion. Jackstrips is just, it's nice because it's really, really good in the first, like, 2 combats. It basically guarantees a survival through Daedalus for us, which is very nice. But it falls off as soon as we finish floor 6. I like taking Thorn Fruit here a little more. Especially with the Papyr Grow, where we're going to be having turns with low draw, that gets a little bit easier. Now you get the very interesting question. I haven't played a lot of this champion. I think he's probably my least played at this point. What I find is Predator usually wins. If we take Predator and then we pick up a Shattered Shell, it usually wins the game. Can usually outpace and outscale the bosses and just crush. I think it's the best path. Although without a Razor Sharp, I wonder if it gets worse. Thornward's always good as a frontliner. That's the other side of it. Thornward's a really, really strong frontliner, and we get to get great incants out of him. We get to incant a lot. I'm going to try Thornward here. I've played a lot of Quick. I want to see if Thornward is good to commit to here. We'll see how it goes. And we'll see what the trial is. Armor 10. I'm really glad that I didn't pick Jackstrips expecting to be able to slam this trial. I think I shouldn't take this. It's really risky, and the unit draft just isn't worth it. If I took Jackstrips there, I would be really unhappy. Well, maybe not really unhappy, but I would not be the happiest, shall we say. Always an interesting one when you get to start with Windleton here. I think that playing him on this floor is a bait. We want to give time for the rage against the boss to wear out, die down. And we should just do a little half measure here. I'm guaranteed at least one sting next turn. So I can... Oh, never mind, I'm not actually. That's right, if you have a generate relic like this, it won't generate if your hand is full. Or rather, if you draw 10. A really interesting mechanic. I'm not 100% certain if I think that that is a good thing or a bad thing overall. It's hard to say, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, this is fine. It's very interesting that it works that way, though. I always think. I think the big offender of this is probably the one that creates a morsel. I've been screwed over the most by that one. Not being able to create a morsel has caused me some woes. Never really seen it with Thorn Fruit. You can kind of use that to your advantage too, I guess. To not create so many thorns, or so many stings rather. Kind of. Glimmer's good here. Heal Enhancer and Sting are also both good here. You can make it, like, none of these are insane, but they're all pretty good, is how I would put it. I think that Glimmer's the best one because of Seraph the Temperate. We want to be sure we have that angle covered a few different ways. We don't necessarily go... Yeah, I'm going to click Walter Helper here. You don't necessarily go a regen-based plan with Wendleton. Imps are viable as well. Welder Helper is hard to say no to. Oh man. Beautiful. Oh, wow. Hey. It's Deranged Brute. Take a drink of my water and consider this one. One moment. I gotta think this one through a little bit. It's weird. It's very strange. Deranged Brute has a problem, which is obviously we have no rage. I didn't look at the rest of the stuff in the shop. Typically you remedy this by just giving Deranged Brute rage to gain the value out of it. What I'm thinking, so the other problem is, one way that this pans out as a win is through Deranged Brute and then we just get some rage generation. But I think that that's hard to do. I don't think that that's great. Demon Fiend is also not very good here. He does not fit into this very well. I think this is just a skip, because in this run, Deranged Brute is basically just a worse Train Steward. I'm going to go ahead and skip this. I think there's a case for Deranged Brute. I think if we had taken Predator, I would be a little more interested in taking Deranged Brute as well, because then Rage on Wendleton's a pretty strong line. But since we're going with this incant path, I think Deranged Brute's kind of awkward. But it's a really interesting one. There was a Rage 7 in here, so you can make the case. If there was a multi-strike in here, I think I would have just taken Rage and multi-strike on the Deranged Brute and called it good. And Demon Fiend is bad just because there's not a great reason to take Demon Fiend. We can take this trial for sure. There's really not a good reason to take Demon Fiend there. I think our plan is going to be use Wendleton and some spells, I'm thinking. It honestly might even just be find a Sting relic as our heavy killer. We have options. I will do this instead of incanting him. It takes a while for him to get going on the incants, for sure. It's a bit of a stopping point. Ping away high priority targets here and then just Sting. I don't feel the greatest about this run. I gotta give it to you straight here. I don't necessarily feel that bad about it either, but I feel like we are in... we need something. I need a unit draft of some sort somewhere along the line. Or else this is going to fall to pieces. 30, this is 33. It's enough if I torch, right? Right now we're doing 33, this will do exactly enough. No Welder Helper, but the Welder Helper to miss is fine. Like we can sneak through this early game by virtue of the really strong Wendleton start. I do want to get a Sting next turn, so I don't want to play the Root Seeds here. I do actually want to not play that. Yeah. Big to make sure we don't actually lose here. And we weren't at risk of losing by any means. Like, oh no, it's close, but like I wasn't really worried. I had a pretty good feeling about that one. Razor Sharp Edge is probably the way to go here. We need something good to put behind Wendleton right now. Hidden Passage is okay, but it's not great. The other big problem is that I can't do Wendleton, Endless Imp, and a unit on a floor right now. I don't think I take Hidden Passage here. I'm going to skip it. I go back and forth on if it's worth taking that card or not. I think that since we have imps, cheating into a floor isn't very good right now. Open up the Awoken banner. Shattered Shell is good. That's a reasonable carry. I am fine with Shattered Shell. Root Split Mask is probably the way to go here. And... am I willing to trade away 25 Pyre health here? I think so. I'm not that concerned about Daedalus. Like, I think with the root split mask, we're more or less set. Maybe this is going to end up being wrong and it's going to be a killer, but I really doubt that 15 damage goes by on Daedalus. That's a lot of things going wrong, especially with a Shattered Shell. Oh, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's something going wrong. Well, how do you play? What do you do here? What's the take? Good question. What do you do here? I think that I have enough answers that it shouldn't be that big of a deal to play mid for. The big reason the reason this is bad is because there's no... I want a Sting next turn, by the way, so I'm not playing the Root Seeds. But the big stopping point there is that there's no answer to haste now. However, that's okay. Is really all I can say. Hit one detonation. I want to trade some of Wendleton's health for attack on Shattered Shell, but not too much. Like 12 is maybe even too much. I definitely don't want to trade another 12, right? I think we want to trade this much health. Enough that we can get him back to full in one restoration detonation. The magic number here, of course, is 36. We need to be above that for Daedalus purposes. Uh-oh. Alright, so we're going to take some damage here. That's not ideal. Oh, wow, I'm going to do something weird here. Okay. Play the Pyre Grow, I think. Just draw 4. It doesn't really matter what we draw. Okay. Very odd. Yeah, so we do this. And can I get... If I can... Nah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Let's ping this off. I'm gonna take some damage here for sure. It won't be enough to kill me. And we got the Root Split Mask to help out. It's a little bit more damage than I would like to see. I gotta admit. What is the best line here? I think I can ignore this, because... No, they'll go up on me. They will go up, yeah. Okay. Wait, will they go up? I'm really bad at gauging if enemies go up or not. They come up here and they're rooted and Daedalus enters, and then the root wears off and then Daedalus comes up here. If I kill Daedalus, I think these units don't go up. I think I ignore them. Although you can see the other big problem here is that, oh man, this floor is not looking very strong now, is it? Sure is not. So this floor just happens. We need to power up. I think we just have to power up as much as we can here. The Glimmer's pretty nice up here. Saves a lot. I can double sting this, but I really think we need to focus on power upping here. Like, this 2 damage doesn't matter if Daedalus kills us. And you can see the number is wrong. Not ideal. I needed to maybe play that Glimmer down here. It's tough. It's really, really tough. I don't feel excellent about this one. Yeah, wow. I hit the detonation, though. That might be big. This is wasted damage. Oh, it's not really that wasted. Wow, we aren't even close to this. Holy moly. Daedalus just crushed me. What the hell? Here I was saying I wasn't afraid of Daedalus. Daedalus just put me away. Crazy. Alright. You got me, Daedalus. You got me. That's fair. been a while, but this is a common problem, I guess. I think I should just go Predator in that situation. It's a shame to see the win streak end in this way, however. What are you gonna do? There's no outs here. I think that I probably just always go Predator from now on. I don't think that I would go... I don't... It's been a long time since I died to Daedalus. I don't think I would go Thornward again as my starter unless I had to. What was it? It was red secondary default? Yeah, like I really just... I guess... I don't know. Hard to say what you do there. That is a run that's not... that Hellhorned banner was really bad, and I think that the answer to what you do there is you just don't play Shattered Shell. I baited myself with that Shattered Shell. You had to just stack armor onto Wendleton. That's how you win that one. Okay. We got Plating Seal, Daedalus, Ragefell, Chase, Seraph, Sting, Vent, Focus Growth. Like I said, Wendleton's the character that I have the least experience with. So occasionally we still have runs like that where it goes, especially this version. I'm gonna open my window because it's a little warm. But this version of Wendleton is different than what I even played on the beta, and I play very little of this guy anyway. So I'm not super well experienced with him. I had a feeling that we were gonna lose today. I kind of want to just go Volatile Gauge. Why not, right? The win streak's gone. Let's do something a little crazy. Let's see how truly terrible it is to start with Volatile Gauge, shall we? I think you never start Strangler, by the way. That thing seems really bad. So basically my plan here is to high roll, if you're wondering. I'm going to slam this trial, and we're going to look for Consumer of Crowns. Whenever I lose a streak, I tend to just do something ridiculous like this, because, I don't know. Why bother? I'd probably best just do this. I think there were a lot of ways to not lose that run. If you were to, like, looking back at it, there's definitely a lot of outs that we could have gone for. I just don't know the outs very well. Like, I don't know the power level of Mr. Wendleton yet. It's, because in the beta, it was, like, probably top 2 of the Exiles. Now it is a little different. He is less strong than I remember, to say the least. I'm gonna take a 7 here, I think. There's nothing I can do. I believe so. If there weren't the dazed, we could do something about it, but nah. That's fine. It'll all be worth it when we high roll here. What a horrible draw. Why would they do this to my boy Volatile Gauge? Why would they hurt me so? I just want to have fun with Volatile Gauge. It is a sad occurrence. Engraft is okay. It's not that good though with Gauge actually, unless I make it free, which is unlikely. I don't need Glimmer because we have Vent. That's a skip. That's a skip. Demon Fiend. Yeah. Good. Yeah, good. That's a good one. Now you show me multi-strike. Very cool. Alright. So the secret to... take Shattered Shell here. The secret to this run is to just high roll. It's very easy. You just high roll with Demon Fiend. Very, very easy, very cheap, very free. We pick up a way to move him onto the Predator floor and we probably win. Honestly, I think it might just be the end. I don't think I need to do that. Face Seraph, yeah, I'm fine. Alright. So Demon Fiend is playable, which means that we just kind of steamroll. I'll probably take some damage for the invasion trial here, however. That's fine. I'll be thinking about that last run for a long time, because we were close to my biggest streak ever. Even though I try my best to not think too much about the streaks or care too much about them, I know that people care. And as a result, I can't help but care. So getting a big one like that and then having it go away is always a blow. I must admit. Shattered Shell's gonna be a little late. That's okay. I do think I go for the money. I'll take like what? I took this trial. I should make sure that we don't take that 7 damage or however much it is. It's a lot of damage to take. So on this run, we are going to mostly just plan around making a lot of Demon Fiends here. We got the multi-strike, we're going to duplicate him and then take space is the play, more or less. And then that'll win the game. It's like a Sketches run. Wildwood Sap is fine. Sharpen's pretty good as well. Take Wildwood Sap. Ritual Battle has become a lot better. Of course, we have Volatile Gauge. So we just click on duplications here. Yeah. You go left. And you go duplicate the Demon Fiend. Look at that. I don't like Petty Theft here. I'm just gonna click Heaven's Gold. It's very rare that not taking Heaven's Gold, or it's very rare that taking Heaven's Gold is wrong. It's always gonna be good, it's just a matter of if it's the best. We're gonna search for Quick for Demon Fiend and then just win off of that, I imagine. Probably take space and then just Demon Fiend, Demon Fiend, Demon Fiend, Demon Fiend with Wendleton cleaning up somewhere with the Shattered Shell. And you just win. Or even better, you probably just go Wendleton, Demon Fiend, Demon Fiend. And we need a movement spell, really is all. Put you here. This one can go here and this one can go here. That seems fine. I would like to put Wendleton plus the shell on the bottom floor there, however, you can't. Maybe I just put the shell down here, actually. Or maybe I don't play it and just stack Ritual. I'll put the Shattered Shell down here. That's fine. Daedalus just takes 100 damage here. The Predator Wendleton is the one that I think is very strange. It's the one that I have the most experience playing with, but it's very odd because I don't really feel like it works in a way that I would expect it to. Wow, what a draw. Can't kill this constructed explosive because of the torch costing 3. Oh well. Doesn't matter, we kinda steamroll this a little bit. It's a bit of a steamroll here. Daedalus doesn't stand a chance. Oh, Daedalus lives. Can't quite get there, never mind, there it is. Excellent. Okay. And then we take probably Alloy. We just take Alloy here. Reinforce is cool and all, but I don't have any armor. So I'll just click Alloy. That's fine. A third Demon Fiend. I don't think I want this, actually, because I'd prefer to just take them and duplicate them, the ones that I have, instead of taking the third one. And there's definitely space so we can stack them up. The only thing this deck is missing, and we can still see it, we would like to see a Restoring Retreat here. I've been taking Gauge more and more lately, and with certainty I can tell you that it's bad. Yep, there's Quick. But, you know, sometimes you get the high roll and then you just do this. I think that you can pick it and then just take, pick it if you have red or yellow, basically. Could take Strangler here. I think I will take this, actually. Yeah. I do like this a lot. The more I think about it, the more I like it even. Because what it does is now we remove that Shattered Shell and we play the Demon Fiend without Quick on the floor with Wendleton Strangling. And then we play the Demon Fiend with Quick, who we're going to duplicate on the floor above, and we scale them with Ritual Battle for bosses. And that's going to be pretty good, I imagine. I'd prefer it if I could stop losing space on the wrong floor. But I guess that's fine. Could play you down here. I'm just gonna take and play Curses here. From this position, I don't think we take any damage, right? And we get the collector. I don't think I have to play anything else. I may as well be scaling, but we have a plan that with a few cards added in will defeat Seraph, so on 4-4 we're probably in a good spot. This is definitely a line that I would not play if I didn't lose the streak, though, because if you miss the Demon Fiend, this run just falls apart. But you know, it also looks like this. I'm gonna actually need to torch this floor, or rather vent it. If you don't vent there, you end up taking curse damage most likely, because those curses could both roll 2. Alright. Preserved Thorns isn't the worst. I'm gonna skip this. Inflame is a little bit. It's not bad. Cards that are usually bad because they cost too much are a lot better with this run because of Volatile Gauge. And we just remove bad stuff. The Shattered Shell can go, the Train Steward can go. Endless. Rage 7. I roll this because if we see another multi-strike, it's insane. Archstone cannot take. What a shame. Oh well. Go ahead and take a removal. I think Torch is pretty bad. Sting is pretty bad. Get rid of the stings. I'll just get rid of 1 here. This run's probably going to be so fast that this looks like a single run episode. I'll take the spell shield. I'm not too afraid here. I'm slamming every trial because we're crazy strong. We have a pretty big start here. Doesn't matter where we lose space. Yeah. All we have to do now is past Arcus, this run gets a lot cleaner, is what I'm going for here, to say, because we get energy. And also, once we hit a magic shop and start throwing out some double stacks, we get pretty strong. Nothing ever even takes a turn. Nothing ever even gets to take a turn. Crazy. I think this wave maybe gets a hit in? Never mind. Remember when I said Inflame was going to be good because it was going to cost less, and then Inflame just immediately proved me wrong? Now this boss does pose a threat, of course. The only reason that I'm not afraid is because these Demon Fiends have a lot of health. This one on the top 4. And also, this boss only has 600 health. It doesn't take many rounds for her to die to the Fiends. Take the armor. Yeah. Like, it takes like 3 rounds, right? 3 rounds, yep. Didn't actually do the math there, I just kind of guessed. It's 4 rounds technically, but since we're quick, it's down by 1. Nice. And that was probably the scariest boss for us. So, Pyrogro's pretty nice here. Even if we have to pay extra for it, I'll take Inflame. Because we've removed so many cards and you draw a lot with Volatile Gauge anyway. Wow, no magic shop yet, huh? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate. You duplicate the one with Quick, and then we put it on the floor above. Yeah, that's 200 damage with Quick. Crazy. It doesn't really matter where we lose space at this point, also. Like, it does not matter. It only matters on cursed combats. I guess this is a little awkward. You'd prefer to be in a position where you don't have Wendleton get chunked for 24 here? I guess it's only 12. Is it 12? Yeah, it's 12. And I miss playing the other Demon Fiend, which is awkward. But we have a third one now, so that isn't so bad. Oh yeah, that's right, he perma-roots them, so they stay down here forever. Huh. You're gonna take a 12. They have to catch up, they're a little behind. I think they're about to catch up though. Yeah, they caught up. Fine. There was a little fear because they were behind there. Maybe they were gonna stay stuck behind forever, and the enemies were gonna stack up, but it's fine. Double heavies are a problem, of course. When are they not? You can see where this one's gonna start to flounder a little bit. If we could stack a single 4, this would definitely be over. But I didn't see any restoring retreats, unfortunately. Oh, man. I think it's right to keep the quick. I think it is correct. I'm gonna play it out like that. We should have plenty of time. And keeping alive Wendleton is good. Maybe I just stack the rituals here to scale against heavies. I think so. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. It feels right for this combat, but then as time goes on, I think it gets worse. But for now, it seems correct. Magic shops are big at this point. We're just waiting to see magic. We give you an extra round. And we can start scaling up here. Yeah, like being able to play more ritual of battles is now the next step in our evolution. Right? More ritual battles, maybe double stack them, is the next part of the plan here. It's definitely still energy. It's never drawn, we don't need space. It's always going to be energy here. Last Stand is kind of cute as well. Right, you try and use it in tandem with the ritual battle and the 2 in flames, but is it that good? I don't think it's that good. And then we just take energy. Volatile Gauge, always an interesting one. I have to go to the magic shop. There's no reason to duplicate anymore. Permafrost is worthless. This isn't the most nice looking shop here. Give me consume here. I want to see a, what is it? I don't want to permafrost anything because if it rolls a bad cost, it's really bad. We want to see a double stack here. I guess this is fine. The cost increase gets rolled before, or rather gets applied before, so this starts at 2 and then gets rolled. The cost increase is not applied after, so this card's never going to cost 4, basically. It doesn't roll 1 to 3 plus 1, it rolls the original cost, then 1 to 3. However, the cost reductions do not work that way. So giving Ritual, Battle, or Inflame -1s, it rolls the cost and then -1s it. Basically, the game favors you here on either side. There is 2 healing cards in this. I think that I'm just going to take the plus 25. The healing cards are a little bit useful. You take the plus 25 and then you make this one the tank on the top 4. It's an extra round. We're not going to kill Daedalus, Seraph at this rate. It's going to be trouble. I don't know, I don't think you can win off of I just play a lot of this unit. We go all the way to Strangler 2. We just need stats. Like, you can't raw stats, Seraph. You need something scaling for you. Heaven Seal on this combat does not scare me. The scaling plan is Rage, but we need our Rage scaling to be a lot better than it is. But it's not that the Rage scaling is necessarily bad, it's just that it's really hard to actually play the scaling Rage. Oh yeah, also I never kill this Gilded Wing here. But I'm always gonna... Oh wait, it doesn't get to go up a 4. Oh, that's a weird interaction. It doesn't get to go up. I just need to be able to keep your boy standing. But yeah, it never gets to actually leave the floor. Strange. And you're the frontliner. What's the best way to go about this? I mean, this isn't bad. Pushes 100 damage into this Dark Wings. I think it's better just to heal here. The idea behind just scaling a secondary floor is cool, but in reality it's a little more messy than one may expect. Just cost 2. Because I have to spend a lot of time trying to keep this idiot alive. When I probably need to just be scaling top 4. Or maybe I just even ignore him. But I took this trial and put myself in a not ideal position. Like, if this floor goes up, it's problematic. Although they're not going to go up, I guess. I think we have to hobble through this combat, though, and keep this fool alive while we do a little bit of scaling here and there. This is the shock part of the run, where you go, oh wow. It really is a little worse than it seemed like it was, isn't it? And just stack it on the front guy, I guess, because the armor plus rage goes here. Oh, you don't kill this? How much are you off by? It's 103, so I just throw this torch at him and he dies. And then we throw Ritual up here for sure. And then top floor has to handle this unit, which is fine. They can do it. The top floor is the real strong one. Can I ever get you to take a turn here without having to spend a bunch of energy? Probably not. Probably best to just play it like this. How much armor is that? 90? Oh god. My. Yeah, just play this for 6 here. Fine. As long as I don't die here, I'll feel pretty good. Maybe I should have taken the reinforce, but it's hard to find ourselves. Like, it's hard to know that this is going to be the path we end up on. And we beat this combat while taking a relatively difficult trial, so I think that the prospects here are uncertain. How about that? Not often that I can say to you, yeah, I really have no idea how this goes, but I really don't know how this goes. I'm going to take Awake, because healing seems like an important thing to have in this. Oh, Impelate! If this run had seen one Restoring Retreat or one Ascend Hidden Passage, we would be in, I would say, oh, pack it in, we're done here. However, since I did not see that, do not pack it in, for the run is continuing. X plus 3 is kind of nice. Remove Consume. We take the -1 and we put it here. If I get a double stack, it goes to Ritual of Battle without a doubt in my mind. So we can just make the alloy occasionally cheaper. Oh, a plus 20 Consume on the torch. Removing Consume isn't great here. It is free in terms of cost on the card, however, I just don't want to spend the money on it. I'd rather buy removals. Taking Flame down to 0. We do definitely duping the Ritual of Battle. And nothing good for Cleansing Water to hit. Tempered Talisman and Hell Pact are kind of a waste. Collection of Tales is nice. Even though Seraph is chased, Collection of Tales still does put in work. And then the 2 cards I'm going to remove here are just probably going to be torches. I'm not going to spend all of the money, however, this run pivoted into a direction I didn't expect with Heaven's Gold. So Heaven's Gold is kind of just worthless on this one. And even still, it's not bad, right? The Gift of Gratitude would have probably been a little better, but how can you know? How can you know this is your destination when you set out? You have a pretty good guess, I imagine, anyway. Top floor losing space is really, really bad. Yeah, that's a tragedy. Okay. Let's begin piecing our way through this combat. So the way we win this is going to be through stacking this Demon Fiend with armor. That's going to be priority 1. And the way we lose this, of course, is if Wendleton dies. However, will that happen? Yeah, I mean, probably. Not unlikely, at the very least. But we just plan on super stacking this Fiend to win. 20 rage is a lot, and it doesn't decay. I am going to lose a lot of energy, though. That is an important thing to note as well. I'm going to play Pyrogrow here. While I can. Like, rooting this floor is fucking tough. It is tough for business, I gotta say. But we gotta keep you alive. It's a really strange run that I have put myself in. We're having a real weird one here. I gotta give it up to this run for being very peculiar. We gotta just play it out like this. It's real gross, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Like this is a death floor. This is just a nightmare death floor. On the bright side, they don't all heal when they walk up, I guess. We have that going for us. However, it is very scary. Oh my god, what have I created? Oh dear. Well, if we don't die, we win. A pretty classic position to find yourself in. If I don't lose because of this floor, we probably are fine. However, it's a pretty big if in there. I think we have the pyre health to just eat it, I'm pretty sure. We do lose some energy here, but does this kill me? 30, 60, I don't know. If it kills me, such is life. It is the way of things from time to time. That is how the wheels turn and other such empty platitudes. I'm not gonna do the math. I was never worried. Alright, anyway, we lost. What a horrible run. What a fucking disaster of a run. Just nothing redeeming about this one. Yeah. In the end, I think that despite having a really good unit that we tried stacking on, it just doesn't work. Like it really, the crazy variance in volatile gauge there means that. So basically, what was wrong there? Let's do it. Let me take you through what was wrong there, because that run looks really good. However, the very clear and basic problem with that run is that keeping Wendleton alive was way too difficult. Like that's all I can say. It was really hard to keep Wendleton alive, and the reason that it was is because my healing spells ended up costing way too much to keep him standing, and I had to waste armor on him. The first like 6 floors looked really good because Wendleton and the Demon Fiend were able to just punch through everything. 100%, by the way, if we see a single movement card, that run is over, we win instantly. But because we did not, that run was unwinnable, because it's just impossible, basically, to play and keep Wendleton alive and also scale those Demon Fiends in a meaningful way. If we had lost space on a different floor, it might have been doable, but you know, at the end of the day, what are you gonna do? The answer is nothing. There's nothing to be done. I wonder if perhaps the better line was to play the Fiends with Quick on the floor and then have Wendleton above them. I think that you might win if you play it like that, because then instead of having to try healing and surviving with Wendleton, you can just play the 2 Fiends and then scale them, and then that's the survivability plan. That was probably the correct way to go. At the end of the day, Wendleton was just kind of worthless. If you scale up a Fiend to 200 damage and he just punches through both heavies, then maybe, right? Maybe, because then you can just wipe entire floors. But I don't know. It's an interesting one. You can learn something from this one. Honestly, what you learned from this one is do well in the first run so that I don't, in a moment of tilt, just click Volatile Gauge and then lose. I think that's what you take away there. Don't pick Volatile Gauge. I think it's bad. It's bad. Volatile Gauge is bad. The end. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Farewell.